In this game, black is 4Q and white is 2Dan. So ordinarily there would be a 5-stone handicap. But white likes to play even games. We'd had a few games before, but the closest I'd got was 13 points down. And so I didn't really have much expectation for this game. Started with an unorthodox experimental beginning, and this is how the game progressed. Black is feeling fairly comfortable. There's a bit of RG at the top, but aside from that, the game seems to be reasonably balanced as far as I can see. Black is focusing on not leaving behind any weaknesses, and white is busy trying to create them. By about here, it looks to me like black has a lead. White could end up with a big corner in the top right, so I've got to do something about that sooner or later. Black seems to have gotten all his stones connected and is surrounding territory, whereas white doesn't seem to have much territory except at the top. And so we enter the Yosei, and white played this. Byo-Yomi was 30 seconds, so there was time to read it out, but I'm a very lazy person, especially with reading, and I expected a trap, and this is a standard endgame Yosei position, and I had a look, and I had another look, and I thought, well, I think I'm okay, because B13 looks like B13 can connect to D11. So I did this. Now that's a mistake. It's a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake. It's reducing my own liberties. It's not creating any eye shape. It's not doing anything about the weakness at B12. And I was casually thinking that this was Sente, expecting white to connect at B18. But what I didn't know is that white doesn't have to connect at B18 because black cannot make an eye by cutting there, as we'll see. So white is aiming at B12. But first he plays the eye-stealing Tsuji. Now black is dead. Completely dead. There's nothing he can do. Oh dear. As soon as I saw that, I thought, oh God. I was too hasty in connecting at A16. But I was still unaware that I couldn't make an eye in the top left. So I filled in another of my liberties. Now I have an ugly, heavy dango with an empty triangle, just about everything bad that can be bad in Go. But I was still deluded to not realize that B12 is now a killer move. It's a killer move because black's only got 1, 2, 3 liberties. So when white plays on B12, black will be left with only 2 liberties. But white on B12, although that can be separated from the other white group by black playing at C12, when white plays B12, he will have 3 liberties, and black will be reduced to 2. Now he's got an eye, but 1 eye is not enough, and 3 is bigger than 2. So there's the kill. Now black is helpless. Cutting at C12 isn't going to do anything because white's next move is Atari. So black's only hope is to try and make a second eye in the top left, but he hasn't got time to do that. And he doesn't make an eye anyway, because now black is 1 move away from total death. So he's got no choice but to capture, but it's too late, isn't it? You can see that if black plays at A19, white can play at C19 and steal the eye. And if black plays at C19, white can play at A19 and steal the eye again. After black captures, white throws in, blah, blah, blah. Not very nice, is it? Not very nice. So I posted this problem as a 10Q problem, because I figured that anyone who's 10Q should see that this is the wrong thing to do. It reduces your liberties, and there's the eye stealing move here, followed by the cut here, and white wins the semi-eye between black's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stones, and white's single stone, because the 7 stones have only got 2 liberties and the single stone has got 3. And more to the point, or as well as the point, black cannot make a second eye by cutting at B18. So it's all about damezumari. Don't fill in your own liberties. Look out for your cutting points and be careful. And I wasn't careful, and I paid the price.